County Democratic State Central Committee meeting. Linda, whenever you're ready to do the roll call.
Absolutely. All right, so starting with District 6, Corey Edwards.
Here.
Thank you. Eric Washington.
Here.
Sharonda Huffman. Here. Thank you. Justin Holiday.
Here.
You, Scott Haluka. Scott Haluka. All right, Paul Conca.
He'll be late.
Ed Livingston.
Here.
I heard. Ed, you there?
Yes.
How you doing?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm surviving. There was an accident on the 3rd.
Okay.
thank you. Lauren Battle. Lauren Battle. Julie Sugar.
Julie just entered.
Okay, Harry Bendari. Harry Bendari. Delegate Bendari. Okay, Liz Brown.
Here.
Okay, Arjun Hamal. Arjun, you here? Margaret Forte. Margaret? Not here. Okay. Nina McHugh. Nina?
She is still in training.
All right. Danny Blunt. Danny Blunt.
Don't see him.
Okay. Jay Jalisi. Jay Jalisi.
Don't see him.
Dolores Kelly. Senator Kelly.
She just came in.
Yeah, she's here. Okay.
Okay. Pat Kelly. Pat Kelly. Danielle Smith. Danielle. You see her, George?
District 10 taking the night off.
Evidently. Alejandra Ivanovich. Alejandra.
No.
Linda Dorsey Walker, yes.
I'll confirm.
Cornell Smith. Cornell Smith. Vanessa Carrington.
I'm here,
Thank you.
of course.
Miller. Tracy Miller. Bob Benjamin. Bob Benjamin. Tara Ebersol. Tara Ebersol. Judy LeKind.
Here.
Thank you.
District 12 here.
Mark Weaver
Mark
here.
Weaver.
Here.
Yeah, got you.
Jason Garber. Speak up.
Here,
Thank you.
Akeem.
Scott Sokol. Scott,
No.
do you see him, George?
No.
Jeff Bonner.
Let's see.
Jeff Bonner. Katie Dot.
Here.
And George.
She should be here. She looks here.
I think she's,
Oh, yeah, she's here.
is she?
Yeah, she's here.
All right. Bishop Chapman.
Okay.
Barry Chapman. All right. Aisha Khan.
No.
Aisha Khan. George White is here.
Yeah,
Paul Sidnor.
he's here.
Here.
Thank you. Ruben Amaya.
Wait, before you start with the, before you start with that, you have a picture of Samay and Joan marked off.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Ruben
Ruben Amaya.
Amaya. No. Nia Duggins. Nia. Cheryl Gottlieb. Cheryl. Rosita Gray.
She's here.
She's here.
Yep, she's here.
Here.
Tamara Lucas. Tamara Lucas. Danita Tolson.
She's
I'm here,
Thank
present.
you.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna see if we have a quorum
Okay,
to make life
yeah.
hopefully easier.
Cheryl's coming in.
But Cheryl was 19.
I mean, do
You were right at the.
I have 36 people in the room.
Right, but some
Yeah,
are,
but we-
some are not sworn in members yet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think I do one more person.
All right, well, luckily we don't have much business to transact tonight, but, so we know we're at 19, so as long as we get one more then, so we'll just keep pushing.
I don't know if people were confused, because when we got the email tonight, it said tomorrow's meeting.
Tomorrow?
Tuesday.
Well, no, everyone knows it's on Tuesday. Everyone's supposed to know that
I'm just,
every person, before they start running for office, is supposed to know when this group meets.
Was it the one, which,
It-
the one
it had
that you sent
yours.
today, it said tomorrow's meeting. So that.
But that's not it. That's not it. It's,
Oh.
it's just that I think that because we're having the unity dinner on Thursday, and in the past, when we had the unity dinner, we didn't have a meeting in the same week. We have usually not had a meeting the same week that we had the unity
I
dinner.
recall having it, so we can get last minute details locked down, but.
Sorry, Linda, this is Kim Ross. I'm here.
Oh, thank you. All right, so we'll just keep going with
So I'm
the,
gonna keep going. Tarod Haynes,
is that right?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Thank you.
plus it still had the date on it, even if it said tomorrow. Let's see, Jones. Dana Phillipson, Nana,
No,
Charles Smith. Charles Smith. Bonnie Smith,
Yo.
present. Gary English. Gary. Cornelius Jennings, Neil Jennings. Dave Williams. Dave Williams. Okay. Let's see. Danny Galumbic,
I'm here.
thank you. Ed Kreiser,
Here. Here.
Satish Sheffergan. Satish. Charles Krupfelder,
I'm present.
thank you. Kim Ross,
She's here.
okay, Shannon Sheets, here, present in the room. Shayla Brooks,
I'm here.
thanks. Jennifer Dwyer. Jennifer Dwyer. Greg Hatcher,
Here.
thank you. Carson Kamenetz.
he's here.
I am here. Great to see
okay.
everyone.
All right, Layla Campbell,
I see it later. L-E.
I'm here.
Mhm.
thank you. Noel Levy,
It's pronounced Levy. I'm here.
excuse me, Noel Levy.
The rest for no
Thank you.
leave.
All
We'll get to you
right.
next.
Emma Matthews,
I'm here.
thank you. James Peak,
Here.
thank you. Zach Kovich. Zachary Kovich,
I should go upstairs.
Matthew Reisner,
I think I've seen that name. Hold up.
Matthew
Here.
Reisner,
Here.
thank you. Sharita Morrison. Sharita. Shazia Shaw
She's here.
and Ian Miller.
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you. And Ian Miller,
Here.
thank you.
Linda, this is Julie Sugar. Did you get me?
Yes, we got you, Julie.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Julie.
Did anyone else join?
Yeah, Linda, this is Cheryl.
I got your name. I got that, Cheryl.
Let's see.
So no one, we'll double check and then we'll move on.
Okay, what we got?
Still in 19?
We still have 19.
All right, well, we can move on and hope that someone joins so we can actually pass and approve of the treasurer's report and the meeting minutes. But otherwise, the only other administrative point to bring up is our next meeting is October 18th. So now we can move on to the Unity Dinner. That's right. I'm sure you're all surprised. As I said earlier today, George, Katie, and myself went on a nice little tour. George plugged in all the AV equipment to make sure it worked. We had the logistics worked out, at least there, we think. So Katie was saying, Katie, correct me if I'm wrong, that we will start at 4:30 in terms of showing up for those who are appearing early, correct?
The volunteers are going to help set up 4:30.
Right. Now, the list of volunteers showing up early, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Who did you have in your list?
It's in the minutes.
I know.
I had Tracy Miller, Cheryl Gottlieb, Emma Matthews, and George.
Well, it's more than that in the minutes that said that they wanted to volunteer.
Who did you have in minutes?
Julie Sugar too, Katie.
Okay, all right. It's not going to be much to set up, but I'm going to need some people to delay having their dinner to check stragglers in.
Yeah, I have Danita, Ann, Danny, Tracy, Julie, Danielle, and myself, because I have to guess. So do you have those people?
Well, you're not helping with the setup, right? You're helping with Jay Johnson.
And I might so.
If any, I think we got it covered, but if anybody wants to come at 4:30 and check it out and whatever, and but basically I really am going to need people as when the dinner starts to check in stragglers. So other than that, we should be okay. We don't have much money to collect. The place cards for the tables are going to be in alphabetical order. And I got to tell you, unless somebody's coming in that I do not know about and is paying cash or charging, there's really not going to be a lot of money changing hands. And even if they come in and, I have a lot of people who are pledged that I'm going to be following up with after the event. So it's not
We'll get to that in 1 second. I'm trying to walk it through.
Okay.
Like the 4:30, people showing up 4:30, we're there to help set up the place cards on the tables. Well, put the tables and chairs together for the
Danita Tolson just came in.
Okay, so Danita came in. So now we have 20, right? All right. So to set up the check-in process, the place cards, put the programs out at every table or every chair.
No, but she had already answered.
Oh, so I guess you're just coming back in. What else am I missing here, Katie?
I'm setting up a little, cash box area. We have a sponsor board with, that's going to be set up, but I mean, we don't, it's really going to be fairly minor what it is, just making sure as the people come in that they come and they register. If someone doesn't know where they're supposed to sit and they can't find their name, I'll have a master list. Pretty much the numbers will be on the table. I think we should be all right, but I'm sure we'll find something as we get into it that we've forgotten or that, comes up.
Yeah, normally from what I recall there, and again, so for those who are not aware, but you probably assumed, we did not have the Unity Dinner in person for the last 2 years, so we're relying upon memory as to how we did it years ago. So with that in mind, we had usually about 4 to 5 people, maybe 6 up at the registration table to help people when they were checking in, find their names, find their tables, whatever. We also had people in the room, but we don't have a silent auction, so we don't have to worry about that part of it. George, you got your end covered. Do you need anybody to help you?
We'll have about Sharonda Hoffman, and I think Danny Bond is helping me.
Okay, so Sharonda and Danny will be helping George, so that part is covered. All right, so then now we need people to volunteer to be stragglers. We don't have to do it sitting here in the moment to check in the stragglers when they come in after the event has started.
Well, another one, Jeff Bond is helping me.
Jeff is helping you too.
Spoke to him today. He's working. He's in Texas.
Okay.
So what will this be? Is anyone going to do like a video or?
Well, I'm leaving George in charge of his shop, and George can assign out from there for Sharonda, Danny, and
No, so are we having a video and all that?
Here comes Danielle Smith.
Sorry, I'm talking about the volunteer part of it. Now, as to there's a slideshow of the photos.
Right.
And there's going to be music in the background.
Right.
We're doing Maryland by Maryland at some point, correct?
Oh, yes.
Right, you have that, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Put that down.
So then, moving on from there, that's going to be done for the cocktail. We're going to call it hour. It's not actually an hour.
Also, we're supposed to make sure that photos get taken with the guest of honor by the students that are with the JROTC and with Westmore. They both said they wanted to do it with the students.
We can certainly accommodate that and take care of that. So, all right, now going back to the cocktail hour, other than people who need to stay outside to check in, people who are arriving late. Katie, can you think of anything else?
We have the table with the awards. I don't know if you need someone up there to help you, Jason. Corey Edwards volunteered to do that.
Okay, well, I'm taking it sequentially, going step by step this evening. So for the cocktail, 45 minutes. We just need someone to go take photos, and to watch registration table. Anything else that you can think of?
I have a question. Music.
Yes.
And you want music being played while?
Yeah, during the cocktail hour, it's fine.
Yeah, just because I have Sirius XM.
Yeah.
So I can kind of find a nice station.
A little yacht rock?
Yeah, something.
No, I'm kidding. We don't have to have yacht rock. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, artist choice.
Hi, and this is Danita Tolson. I can help. You said for the cocktail with the stragglers registering.
Yes.
If you need that assistance.
Okay. Thank you, Danita.
No problem. What time do you want us to be there?
It would make sense, like no later than 5:45.
5:45. Got it. Thank you.
Katie, did that work for you?
Yes.
Yeah, I can also help. This is Mark Weaver.
Yep. So Mark and Danita. All right. So then at 6:45, we start moving into the main, away from the cocktail, 45-minute period, and starting the event itself. We put it out that at 7 to 9. It's going to be 6:45 start because we have a lot of speakers. And of course, I'm not brief with words. So we're gonna start a little earlier in the hopes that we don't run late or too late. So with that in mind, we started at 6:45, moving everybody in, and then 6:45, roughly now, when people start moving in, they're gonna start setting up for dinner. At the earliest possible convenience where it's appropriate, we will do a moment of silence, and we will do the color guard.
Okay, but we're not
Jason,
start the actual program before the time that we've been telling everybody 7 o'clock, right?
We're gonna be moving people in starting at 6:45, so they can start setting the dinner.
Right, but the program itself.
No
won't
one
start
really
until-
cares what I have to say, you know, so that's fine. Nobody's speaking till at least 7:15, other than me.
Jason,
Yeah,
I just want to, inform people that it's a cash bar, that we're having a fruit and cheese display. And also Westmore is expected to be there from 6 to 7. So
I have been remiss about that part, yes.
That's what I'm saying. He had actually said he was gonna be taking pictures and meeting and greeting for an hour.
Okay, so 6:45, we'll start trying to move people in. Obviously, we recognize that, Wes has slightly more charisma than I do. And that he may be more of an attraction than I am. My voice tends to push people away, so maybe that's not gonna help. So we will, maybe we can use Wes to help bring people into the room. People just follow it. But leaving that aside, so then 6:45, start moving people in, you do the color, moment of silence, color guard, dinner is served. 7:15, hopefully all the clanging and banging is stopped from all the setting up the dinner. And we start with Ben Cardin goes first. The list of speakers, and Katie, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, and I think this is an approximate order. It'd be Senator Cardin, Senator Van Hollen, and I don't know whether Johnny O goes next or whether Yvette Lewis. But then Brooke Learman needed to be later, and ideally we would like to have Aruna go last out of that group. Have I forgotten anybody who we anticipate will be speaking during that block?
Not unless some of the, I doubt if any of the Congress members will be able to do it.
I'm under the impression none of them will be.
Yeah.
Of course, if they're there, we'll squeeze them in. But they'll be strict time limits. So ideally, we want to have Aruna go last, so she can speak a little longer than the others out of that block of people.
So, isn't it Adrian Jones?
I'm sorry, that's who I forgot, Speaker Jones. I don't know how I forgot her. I wanted her to go after Senator Van Hollen if possible. Then Johnny, then Yvette. Thank you.
Okay, question. The Maryland, My Maryland song.
Yeah.
Where do you want to fit that in there? I'll just be ready to do it, but I don't know.
We could play it in the cocktail hour. We don't need to play that during or we can play it at 6:45, I get, after the moment of silence or something, but when they're serving dinner, I don't care about that. That's fine too. But we're not going to carve out an extra 5 minutes of the event time, given the number of speakers. It seems like that would be counterproductive at this point.
Well, according to the program that we sent to the printer, we can play Maryland, My Maryland, anytime between 6 and 7. But I think we said like 6:45.
Yeah,
so,
that's kind of what I recalled.
Yeah, so 7 o'clock is the program starting, and Maryland,
So, when is the slideshow and when is the, what are the exact minutes that you have down for Jay Jones?
Oh, I appreciate the fact that you think I have exact minutes.
That's how he lives his life.
Yes, it's something I will clearly have to adapt to. So to get your first point in the slideshow, George.
Slideshow, like you say, the Maryland, My Maryland. Well, the slideshow without pictures will be showing from, I guess you can kind of start it at 6 and just let them show.
Right.
And then as 6:45, I can start my Maryland, My Maryland.
Yep.
And then whoever's speaking, I can put their picture up behind them.
Perfect.
And then that way,
the slideshow includes the ads that we were provided.
oh yeah, I can do, but the ads can be in the slideshow.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
So let me understand something. When is the actual quiet time? While, in other words, when no one's speaking, but people are having a chance to eat, talk to the other people at the table.
Roughly between 6:45 and 7:15. and then again, 8 o'clock to 8:15, and then it's projected, former Secretary Johnson, then speak at around 8:15.
So the slideshow is going on when?
Cocktail hour.
During the cocktail hour, but not during dinner at all?
Well, I can turn music off and just let the slideshow be just showing, if you want to do it that way.
How many photos you have in there?
I guess by the time I get done, it'll probably be 75 or 80. I mean, it'll be enough to twirl.
I'm just
So
saying
we-
that there are some people that may not see it during the cocktail.
So the last time we met in person, we just ran it through the whole program.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, except for when speakers are speaking, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. That's fine by me. All right.
But whoever's speaking, then I'll put their picture up behind.
Okay. You don't have to put my picture up. Yeah, so the block of speakers, are 7 of them. That's projected to be 7:15 to 8 o'clock. Assuming all goes according to plan and everybody sticks to the script and is mindful of the time constraints. In other words, we're gonna find a unicorn. Then 8 o'clock, dessert will be served. 15 minutes later is when we'll call up Jay Johnson to speak. I'm assuming, and I don't know what conversations you've had with him, that's gonna be at least 10 minutes.
Yes,
Right, how long?
it might be 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm just projecting out. So that takes us to about 8:30 to start the awards. We have 8 awards. We have at least 2 presenters, with myself and Johnny O presenting on behalf of his dad. And then closing remarks. Anything else?
Jason, can I just jump in for a second?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm looking at the program that is sent to the printer, and it says that, well, it says the welcome's at 7 p.m. It says then there's a moment of silence, then there's the presentation of colors, and the remarks begin at 7:10. Now, it has the keynote address with Jay Johnson starting at 8 p.m.
Yep.
So you just now said 8:15, so
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Well, we're gonna aim to have it as soon as possible, but I'm just trying to be realistic. So,
Okay.
yeah, but 8 o'clock would be the earliest, but it's more likely gonna be 8:15. Because we have 7 speakers, 2 of whom I confirmed in the last 2 days. I thought we were gonna have only 5. This is what's throwing things off.
Okay.
That is before former Secretary Johnson speaks. So then between 8:30 and 9, we do the awards. The people who are getting their awards will have 2 to 3 minutes to speak. I'll introduce them. I can't imagine it'll be more than a minute or so per person. Johnny will do, well, we can all imagine that could be more than a minute.
Oh, he's excited about it.
Um,
He told me yesterday.
Well, here's something funny for you. And this is, I'm assuming Johnny Senior is not on this call. Where Junior calls me up to say about, talking about the Unity dinner. He said he's happy to present, for his dad. A week later, I see Senior at Junior's birthday party. And I say something to him about the Unity dinner. He's like, it's a shame that Junior can't make it. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, he told me he can't make it. He's gonna be away that week. He's not gonna be able to be there. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, he told me last week that he's gonna be there. He's like, I don't know, maybe he's trying to surprise me, but I'm gonna count that he's not gonna be there. Sure enough, yes, I find out that in fact Junior will be there. And it was supposed to be a surprise, but I've already pre-ruined it for them. And then because Senior was so convincing, when people asked, well, what electeds are going to be there, I excluded him. In fact, I told Katie, Junior's not going to be there. So we didn't even have a table or a seat for him because of it. But we're now readapting to that. Anyway. Yes. Surprise.
So Jason, we had some other people come in.
Oh, good.
All right.
Who else came in?
Danielle,
Yes.
Jay Jalisi, and Bishop.
All right. Let's get the business stuff wrapped up now.
So are we having all the Olszewskis there?
I mean,
Yes,
all the ones I know of,
there's like 7 of them.
saying there's even more than I do. All right,
Okay, so now we have a quorum.
yes, so now we're going to pause this discussion, which I'm sure everyone's grateful for. And we're gonna go back to, let's go to the meeting minutes and approve those. Yes, Sharonda.
I have some corrections.
All right,
I think it's supposed to be Matthew Reisner for District 44A instead of Mark.
Let me see, where?
is that page 1?
Yes, page 1.
Yes,
And then I believe Ed was here last week. You have an absent Ed Fraser. Last month. He's on the last row of absent.
Ed, you were here last time?
Oh, yes, I was.
Okay.
Would that be all?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
do we have a motion? Oh, sorry, go ahead. Does anybody else have any questions or?
Yeah, just one other. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does anybody have any other questions or issues with the?
No,
meeting minutes?
I was just gonna ask a different question. Go ahead.
Okay, if nobody else has any other questions, comments, or corrections for the meeting minutes, we get a motion to approve the minutes as amended. Sharonda, thank you.
I move to approve the minutes as amended.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
A second.
Thank you, George. You guys read my mind. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. All not in favor, say nay. I hear and see no response, therefore unanimously it passes.
Okay, so
And
now.
as amended.
So, yeah, I have it down. Now, my question is, I've been trying to reach out to someone whose email keeps coming back.
Who's that?
Zachary Kovich.
Oh, I can speak to that.
Go ahead.
He's
Kate.
he's no longer employed there.
There's no one implement.
Does anyone have any, I mean, I haven't reached him by phone or email or anything.
I'm having the same issue.
I
Linda.
reached my phone about 6 weeks ago, but not since.
This is Danny Golombek. He moved to the Midwest a month ago.
What? Oh,
Well.
okay.
Hope you enjoyed your time.
All righty.
Thank you for sharing that, Dan.
All right. Well, right.
That's why I had to ask that question, because I started suspecting that was the case. Thank you for clarifying.
All right. Thank you, Danny.
So put that on the list to find a member for 42B
Going down now.
come December.
So we're now up to 7 vacancies. Sweet. All right, next, let's do the treasurer's report with our super treasurer, Katie Dodd.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so this is for August 2022. The beginning balance for August 1st was $519.22. I made a deposit into that account because our credit card's on that, and we're paying for Jay Johnson's hotel room. So I wanted to make sure that we had enough there to take care of his hotel room and any of his expenses. So total deposits were $1,250 for August. Our total expenses were $63. The ending balance of the administrative account was $1,706.22. For the legislative account, the beginning balance was $26,731.72. Total deposits were $14,485. Yahoo! Expenses were $2,050.07. Our ending balance for August 31st for the legislative account was $39,166.65. Our total cash on hand for both accounts for September 1st was $40,872.87. Our monthly change was positive $13,621.97. Any questions?
No, but there's an issue that needs to be dealt with. So I'll wait until after we've approved it.
Any questions, comments, or corrections? I hear nothing. Is there a motion then to approve of the treasurer's report?
So moved.
Linda has moved to approve the treasurer's report. Is there a second?
Second.
Sharonda has seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say nay. I hear and see no response, therefore it unanimously passes. Now, there is an issue I think that Linda would like to raise.
Yes, and that is, about these things. Which, before they were printed up, I asked all the new members, do you want to have a badge? And people said, yes, I do want to have a badge, okay? So, let's see, I was here for 2 or 3 weekends in a row, hours at a time, 5 hours the first time, 3 hours the next time, I forget how many hours the third time. I've gone to multiple events and said, please come, please get your badge. You can either bring cash, in which case I have to give the cash to Katie. Right now, I have cash that I received from only 2 people who came to get their badge on Saturday. Hello. He became official on Saturday. Did Charles Felder. And then the Saturday before that was Cornell. But I'm holding an unbelievable number of badges here. And I said you can either pay with cash, or if you want to, you can go online to the Baltimore County party website, and under donations, just put, even though it's not listed, put $20, your name and $20, and then that will secure your badge. You need to pay for the badges because you said that you wanted to have a badge. And so that's the way we do it. And it's something that really people should be wearing as they go out to these various sites. Believe me, it can get you in many places. It can get you into the state fair and all kinds of good places just because you had on your badge. All right. So please do let me know what your plans are so that I don't have to keep carrying these around after people promise to show up but don't show up.
All right.
I have more to add if you want to hear about where we are with the Unity Dinner.
Well, yes, that's what I was looking to next. Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so total pledges we have for the Unity Dinner are $4,485. Total receipts we have are $30,580 for a grand total of $35,065. At this point, we have 312 people attending. Our expenses are being projected to be about $18,500. So usually we make about 11 to 12,000. So we're ahead for this year.
Well, I am going to throw some praise on Katie and Linda for this, because this helps secure our keynote speaker. It was a major attraction, and also worked very hard to get Westmore to attend as well. And Katie has been very doggedly tracking down attendees, sponsors, and everybody else. So thank you both, because obviously we would not make this kind of money for our fundraiser, but for your guys' contribution. So I appreciate it. And anybody else who has bought a ticket or has otherwise, disseminated the event, the information for the event, and helped secure some attendees. Thank you all very much as well. Yes. So we have, so as of tonight, we have 312, right? You said?
Yes, 312. Pat Young just came in with a bronze sponsorship, and even though it gives him 10 attendees, he's only going to take 4 seats. So that's a win.
And then that leaves us with when are we shutting down ticket sales, because we can only go up to a certain number?
So basically we're going to have we can have 330 people, so we have about 18 seats left.
And we're saving some for the day of, because we know that's how some people roll.
Right. I think we're gonna be all right. And I think too, they have, in the back, they have vegan meals. If people decide they change their mind at the last minute, I think we're gonna be just fine.
Okay.
I would say have at least 10 seats ready for people that are walk-ins, last minute change.
Yeah, we have 18 seats at this point.
Right. And otherwise they can eat in their cars.
Get a box lunch.
There you go.
Pappas is next door, just grab a pancakes.
There you go. Or go to the wedding that's gonna be right next door.
And that has been done by accident. It was just purely by accident.
Maybe done by purpose if they have an open bar.
Purely by
Just saying,
accident.
gets us into places, right? That's what I heard. Gets us into a wedding. What do they know? Peg parties crashed the
All
wedding.
of a sudden, everybody is like 40 years younger than they were when you went to the restaurant.
Yeah.
But you're too embarrassed to move right at that moment.
Hey, you make new friends that way.
It was right next door.
I'm not saying it was unreasonable. All right, so does that cover everything, Katie, for the Unity dinner?
Yes, I believe, yes, I believe so.
All right, and in terms of cleaning up, like that is taking away the stuff. Obviously George will have his equipment. We just have to bring back the banner.
We can pick that up later that week.
Yeah.
And the cash box.
Okay, and we already have a plan on how the awards are getting there and the programs.
Oh, that would be me.
Yes. But that was just for everyone else's benefit. This has also been addressed. Okay.
So how many, are we getting the exact number of programs? Are we gonna have extras or?
What did we say, 300, Julie?
Sounds like some aren't getting any at all.
I think we have 300.
Not ready to get a program.
We have three. Oh,
Yes, we
not
have 300
everybody takes a
programs.
program. And Linda, that also includes the 6 dinners we're sending out with the color guard. So don't worry about it.
And also Jay Johnson's Charlotte is not even.
We have 300 programs and I'm going to pick them up on Thursday and bring
Okay,
them.
you're gonna get them. Okay.
So I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we letting the clubs hang up their banners as well? That might be nice.
The what?
The whatever chartered clubs we have, as long as they're official.
Not at this point, because we had to drop, today was the last day we could drop them off.
So basically, there's really only one space for a banner, and that's behind the podium.
Yeah, and they wanted it in advance so they can hang it. So we're not dealing with it on the day of. They're gonna hang it for us, so it doesn't ruin their walls and whatever else. I understand we tried to take down the banner here somewhere, but that one over there, but the wall's ruined behind it, so we left that one up and took a different one. But so we're trying to avoid the same thing. So I don't mean to make a joke about it, but I mean, it's true. We had to have it dropped off today.
All right, it was just an idea.
No, it's a great idea. Unfortunately, it's not one that can be accommodated this time. I would suggest that we, circle back to this 362 days from now. So this way we can get it for next year. All right. Anybody else have a question? Nope. All right. So that should be it. Now, the one thing we have to discuss is when the people who are getting their awards, and I'll point to Linda here because I know she's getting one.
Right.
When they get their awards, we're gonna have something in the background, like either their photo in the bio in the program, or Senator Kelly's different. We know that.
I wanted to speak on that. The folks that's getting the awards, their picture's gonna be.
Okay.
Okay, now Linda, I know the way you are with pictures. So if you got a picture you want displayed, because we've been blessed, we got 3 big screens that pictures they'll be shown. So if you have a picture that you want shown, get that picture to me so I
think I
can.
already sent in a picture.
Okay, so I can use that picture.
Make sure we bring in that Tupac.
Can I ask a question? Margaret Hen's getting an award. Should I tell her to send a picture to somebody or have you?
She has sent in a picture already.
Yeah.
We've already, anybody who was getting an award has sent in a picture
And the bio.
and a bio.
George,
Good.
But Mark,
George,
I
I
want to talk
will,
to you, Mark, separately, by the way, about Margaret. So I'll follow up with you.
No, not lately, no.
No, I want to follow up with you.
Okay.
All right.
and George, I have all the pictures that I put in the program, so I'll email those to you.
Okay, excellent, good.
Yeah, those.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
I can actually send you a couple too now.
Good.
Just have those.
Also,
right.
also, since we're on pictures,
Go for it.
since we're on pictures, it'll be an opportunity for us to accumulate a lot of pictures for records. Now, I have 3 photographers there, Sharonda,
She does everything.
Jeff Bonner, and myself. We'll be the photographers.
Mhm.
Okay, so between.
The official ones.
The official ones. So when things are going on, kind of look for us, but
Mhm.
it's gonna be so busy with the PowerPoint stuff and all that. Help us out if you can. If you see a picture worth taking, take it with your cell phone and just get us the picture that we can keep.
But the slide presentation is already fixed.
Well, it's not fixed yet. I'm putting it together now, but
Okay.
I can make changes.
All right.
That's what I'll be doing all day tomorrow. So
All right.
just so you know.
Because I've been at 4 different festival events with a ton of pictures,
Right.
including superhero pictures.
Okay, that's all.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
And just, you said Westmore will be there from 6 to 7?
Yes.
So that'll be opportunity, but if we remember.
I'm sure there won't be a lack of photographers around it.
Okay, that's cool. But don't come running to get me. You know, you got Sharonda, you got Jeff Bonner, get those guys, and you still have your own cell phone to help us out.
Will do.
Okay.
And I'll take my obligatory photo of you taking a photo,
Oh, that's good.
as I
yeah.
do at every event.
So this
This is to prove that you were there.
this is going to be a good opportunity for us to build our photo gallery for years to come as for archives.
And I will say, George, you are obviously the architect of that. You have done an amazing job doing that for many years.
Oh, thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
So nobody has asked us before to the clubs, as far as I know. Can we still submit pictures? We had an excellent picnic on Saturday, very well attended by.
Yes, please do, Danny. If you have George's contact information directly, you can send them to George.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
You have mine too. If you want to send it to me, and I'll send it to George.
I'll send it to George.
So now that'll help us with the ongoing PowerPoint presentation that can
Okay.
flip.
And Cheryl, to get to your point before about hanging the banner from certain clubs, the same would apply to any groups there, if that's what you're referring to. Anything else?
As far as Unity Dinner.
Unity Dinner. Okay. Unless anybody has any other question about Unity Dinner, I will see you there Thursday.
I had something else I wanted to.
Oh, well, thanks, other than.
No, that's what I wanted to find out if we finished Unity Dinner.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I was closing off the Unity Dinner discussion.
Okay. So,
Yes, we're all on the same page now.
all right, so you're going to the rest of these.
Why don't you jump in?
All right,
What do you
so, no, I just want, people had asked before, when are we gonna start doing sine waves and some of the other things that we did before the last election?
That counts.
So, one of the things that we're gonna do on October 12th is we are going to line Boulevard, Otisville Boulevard. We're gonna go all the way up to Maryland Public TV. We're gonna have signs. We're gonna be there for starting at 1 o'clock. We're gonna have remember we had the air horns out here? We're gonna have the air horns, we're gonna have the signs, we're gonna be dressed in Westmore shirts and everything else. And so just like we did before, starting past Stevenson University, we had arranged to get special parking so we can use that. And then we're gonna have people at every corner on both sides of the street cheering West on, and of course, the debate is at 2 o'clock. Then flash forward to later that evening, I have already told people that we're going to have a debate watch party. And the place of the debate watch party is gonna be the Pikesville Double Day Fountainside Restaurant. And we had a debate watch party the last time that we did it, and it was very well attended. Most of the candidates came.
That's October 12th, you said?
October 12th.
That's a Wednesday.
Yes. So if we get there by 6 o'clock, we can start getting the happy hour hors d'oeuvres so that we're already in place. They have multiple television screens and we had a great time the last time. And we're looking for a repeat of that. That'll be the Pikesville Doubleday Hotel right there at the Beltway exit, starting at 6 o'clock. And we'll stick around for the debate. But earlier in the day, we're gonna be cheering West on, right out there on the boulevard and going up to Maryland Public TV, which is in my district. Thank you. Just biased.
It's okay. So that's Wednesday, October 12th.
There'll be more details about that emailed out closer to the.
Yes, there will. That's what I just found out. Yes, thank you, Linda. I'm sure that's also not gonna be the last sign move, by the way.
Oh, no.
That's just gonna be the major one.
No, that's going to be the beginning of the sine wave car caravan season, because in the fall, we did back to back to back, almost 24. We're not going to do those.
Did we do several in one day last year?
Yes, in every section of the county.
Right.
And multiple sine waves or multiple, and the moms group up in Ricestown, they just took over every Wednesday. They did it for 4 Wednesdays in a row. I mean, they were just fantastic. So we're gonna try to galvanize some of those folks again. We won't be doing as many this time, but whether you call it a car caravan or a votercade, we're still gonna decorate the signs. I mean, could decorate our cars.
With that tape that don't come off. I still got tape on my car.
You still got alien tape on your
that
car?
tape, it's some good tape, but it's still.
Apparently. It goes for 2 years at least.
I know. But it's, Margaret Forte is online. I don't know if you got her.
Who was that?
Margaret Forte.
Okay.
So please do let me know if you can make it to the Pikesville Hilton.
What time?
6 o'clock. So arrive at least by 8 o'clock, before 8 o'clock.
What day is that again?
October 12th.
But we're not doing you're not doing the sign wave at 8 o'clock, right?
Oh, no, the sideways during the day before he goes in.
That's right. What time do you want people to show up for that?
It'll be at least by 1 o'clock. We're probably gonna have people a little earlier than that, wearing Westmore shirts or Democratic Party shirts, having our signs, holding our air horns, making lots of noise and cheering.
Okay.
But they don't allow you to go, they'll allow you to be on the boulevard, but not going up to the actual building. So we can't be here. So we have to park all the way down here, like 2 blocks away at Stevenson University, and walk up there, and we'll also hang out at Chick-fil-A, and that's where we were.
Okay.
Kind of amassing forces.
And then so 6 o'clock at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Linda, for doing that. Okay. I've been in touch with the state party about getting Cornell started on the volunteer coordination. Just waiting to hear back on that. I'll follow with Cornell as well. I spoke to him on Saturday at the African American Cultural Festival. But I'll follow up with him again. Because election season is coming up, we're gonna need to have people here.
Can you do a little thing?
Oh, I do want you to do a little thing. You wanna say something?
Yeah.
Come on up. You know as much, if not more, and certainly gonna be far more entertained than I would be.
All right.
In front of the mic. Oh, you want to sit down? I got you on. Where
Is
we
that all
want to
right?
go?
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Oh, yeah, you can see you on
All
the
right.
screen.
For those who don't know this gentleman, this is Sam Friedman.
Hey, guys. So the Coordinated campaign has taken over the office. We've built hundreds of lawn signs. We need you to come pick them up and come take them out. We have someone in this office daily. The evening is the best time to get them here and engage them in conversation because they might be out door knocking in the mornings and afternoons. But come by, stop by the office, pick up your lawn sign for yourself and for a neighbor and for your aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters. Every house should have a lawn sign in it. I would love to run out of them and have to bring you more. That'd be a great problem to have. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that we need to know ahead of time how many people are going to participate in the sign wave so that we will have sufficient sign, because the last time the other side also got wind of it and they wanted to do a sign wave. So
we'll have rally signs for you. I will bring a box over here. And we got yard signs. We have 2 events on my schedule this weekend in Baltimore County. I would love to have you all there. Saturday at 11 a.m. We're meeting at Lansdowne Library with Delegate Ebersol and Pat Young. So we're going to be knocking District 44A Legislative Councilmanic District 1. And Sunday at 10 a.m. We're going to be at Bedford Elementary. That is District 11B, Councilmanic District 2, and I believe special guest Anthony Brown will be there. So please sign up. I will send Jason the sign up link so you guys can have all that information. Once you sign up, then you will get reminder emails until the end of time. But please reach out to me if you have any questions about volunteering or about phone banking. We've started to have a steady stream of 1 or 2 people in here making phone calls for hour, 2-hour shifts. We have some laptops here, but I'd love to get this office filled up with people on the phones. So feel free to stop by and do some phone calls as well. I will make sure that Jason is plugged in and can send all that information out to you. We'd love to have your help. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm gonna jump off of something Sam said about having yard signs in your yards. Chuck Kropfeld, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
How many signs do you have in your yard?
Including the Raven sign, I have 11 total.
Right, but so 10 political ones and then
Yeah.
the Ravens one.
10 political ones.
Yeah, I thought I was bad when I had my yard like with 6 or 7, what I call the political NASCArization of my yard. But I saw Chuck's out and I was, well, clearly I was beaten.
can I just say, Chuck was fantastic over this weekend.
It's not just this weekend.
This weekend and previous weekends when we were in Cockeysville, just unbelievable in helping to set up, break down, show up. Sharonda, Cornell Smith, I mean, showed up on Sunday when we got rained out and helped to unload us, get us off of Wetfield. The day before, Dutch had showed up and held court in Reicherstown. So please, all of you, Ratsida collected an insane number of names just by force of character when she showed up at one of our events. And there are just so many of you. If I have forgotten to call your name, Danielle was out there with Chuck and I on Saturday, breaking down 2 booths. It was just, and George, after taking a gazillion photos and making a video, turned off the video and walked over after surviving COVID, after surviving a difficult case of COVID, and helped Chuck and all the rest of us move equipment and so forth. And all I'm saying is, for those of you who just got elected, please understand that all of this is also part of being a state central committee member. Showing up at these various events, setting up, breaking down the sign waves, knocking on doors, all of it. Okay, so please get into the spirit of it. It's not just about attending meetings virtually.
That's the fun part.
Yeah.
Right, but so my point about Chuck, I wanted to bring him up here, which Linda's point was very well made there about all the volunteers. But Chuck has 10 signs in his yard. Please, people, pick up signs for your yard. You don't have to have 10. but you try to have something if you can.
You guys beat me, only have 3.
That's a good start.
Yeah, but let me in the club.
Got my share.
Wait, who's that?
I said I got my share.
You got your share?
Oh, yes, believe me, Steve gets good signs, and I'm thankful to Rosita for putting so many signs over in her part of town. If there's anyone else that participated in any of the last 4 events whose names I didn't call, can you call your name out?
Well, people in District 6,
And
Jason, they were in Essex.
Yeah, and this is Danita Tolson.
Yes.
Linda, you know, I went and participated.
Yes, yes.
At
Who
State
else?
Fair.
And George.
I said, oh, yes, and George, oh my goodness. Yes.
Danielle Smith, African American Culture
Yes,
Festival.
and I called Danielle's name. Who else?
I just like to add that I have 8 signs and I'm going to go for 10 just to meet the record.
Oh, I like
challenge
this.
match, huh?
I like this. Yes. Let's have competition.
And I'll go back to the people in my neighborhood. I did some campaigning for Michelle Guyton.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to come down and get some more signs to see if I can't.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ann is out there proving every week that enthusiasm knows no age.
Cheryl and I were out for the sign wave for Michelle Guyton last Wednesday.
Yes.
And she's having one tomorrow, by the way, at the Safeway in Towson by
Okay.
Carver.
At Fairmount, right across.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Right?
Okay.
And I ran into
Also, if anybody's interested, I'll pass.
Democratic Party event in Howard County.
Nice.
Yes.
There was an event over the weekend. So after finishing in Pikesville, I jumped in the car and went down to Howard County, and there you were.
Also want to thank everybody from the state who volunteered at the state fair. There was obviously a lot of hours and shifts to cover. There was a lot of procedural chaos when it came to the schedule. Probably in no small part due to my lack of technology. But I want to thank everybody who showed up and everybody who did anything to help the cause there. I tend to keep my cool with things. I will admit there was one time where my buttons were pushed, not because the guy was jawing about Johnny O and Joe Biden, but after doing so, he took candy from the jar.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Wait a minute. How about the ones that came just to take their photo with the Obamas and Biden and Harris photos?
There were some nice signs too. I like them. So I got a few of them.
It was a real drawing point, but.
Hey, you guys, if I may interject for a minute, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, I'm en route. But I also wanted to remind individuals that our past immediate chair, who has done a wonderful job over the last couple of years, Dr. Crystal Francis, is also running for councilwoman in the 5th district. And we should be supporting her as well, not just as our duties as the central committee, but she was the immediate past chair as well.
Right. And that's why on October 15th, when I'm gonna have a booth out at Cockeysville's Fall Festival, please come out there and support her. All of the candidates have asked, where else are you gonna have these booths, Linda? So Cockeysville, October 15th, that's their Fall Festival.
So
Okay.
Jeff Bonner and Scott Sokol just came into the room.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, also,
Thanks, Katie.
I'd like to shout out to Bishop Barry Chapman.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he's sort of a silent partner there. He may not
Very silent, but very important.
very important. So
Also, sorry, Linda.
I'm sorry, hold on. George's still speaking.
yeah, kudos to Bishop Barry Chapman for all that he does.
Absolutely.
He's definitely a team player
Very
and
definitely.
serious leadership.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm done.
Thank you, George.
And kudos to Aisha for her role with the state fair. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes, both for them, yes.
I remember. That's my dad, Satan.
I also, since we're doing this, want to thank all the people who showed up at the Hakizetu, if I'm saying that correctly, Kenyan American community meet and greet, which was attended, very well attended, I might add, by District 8 Central Committee members. Shannon here in the room, Chuck and Kim Ross and Margaret Forte.
Thank you.
Myself, we were there, but then also we had special guests from outside of District 8 show up. Daniel Smith and Tyrod. Where are you, Tyrod?
Right here. Thank you
Tyrod,
so much.
hey, thank you very much.
Yes.
I
and
appreciate that.
Tyrod-
Thank you.
Excuse
Thank
me,
you, Jason,
and
for mentioning
Tyrod was
that.
also here at,
At
what was
the
it,
American
7:30,
Yes.
8 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
I know it's difficult to get up at those hours, but when you are participating in fairs and festivals that start at 10 o'clock, someone's got to show up at 7:30 and 8 to set up.
And it's always Tyrod, as it turns out.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that.
So thank you, Danielle and Tyrod, for leaving your districts and coming to that event. It was a great event, and we're looking forward to forging a long-lasting relationship with that community moving forward.
Thank you, Jason, for mentioning that. I was going to say the same. And that same day, that morning, the District 8 team was also at a festival in Parkville. I think it was the Parkville Carney Festival. Margaret was there, Shannon, Chuck, myself, joined the District 8 legislative team and had a booth there. So shout out to the Team 8.
Thank you. I wasn't there though. I was thanking you, making it sound like I was there. I wasn't there. I was in Buffalo.
We saw you that night
Yes.
at the Kenyan African American.
I drove from the airport straight there,
Yeah,
but my heart was with you that morning.
that's the main thing. Thank you, Jason.
No problem. So with that in mind, does anybody have any other business that we need to discuss tonight? Because otherwise, you're gonna hear enough from me on Thursday.
People are asking what time Michelle is starting her sine wave. And also Carson Kamenetz was asking about door knocking and mentioning that Corey Johns would probably love more help.
Yes.
Michelle Guyton is starting tomorrow at 4:30 at the Towson Safeway, right
Which
there
is
at
corner of Fairmount,
Fairmount, New York.
And I have all the times for this weekend with Michelle Guyton. So send me an email or text me if you guys are interested.
And they're doing sign waving every Wednesday at 4:30. The intersection will change, but from now until November, unless it's raining, every Wednesday 4:30.
Excellent. Anybody else? I hear no responses, so unless somebody wants to hang out for a while, we can entertain another motion, maybe just as a suggestion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
I second.
I hear Tracy, who seconded?
And who seconded?
And George.
Andrew
Thank you, Ann
seconded.
and Tracy.
All in favor?
Hi.
Hi.
All opposed?
Hi.
She's filibuster.
Shannon Sheik has abstained.